Ladies and gentlemen, let us begin with a simple truth. There is a plan for each of us, a blueprint etched into the very fabric of the universe. This plan isn't random or fragile, it's deeply intentional, resilient, and unstoppable. Yet, to understand its power, we must first realize that we are co-creators in this divine story. The idea of being aligned with a higher power's plan is both profound and transformative. It implies that there is an intentional design for your life orchestrated by a force greater than yourself, a divine intelligence that sees far beyond the limitations of your current perspective. This plan isn't simply about fulfilling goals or achieving material success. It's about becoming the fullest, most authentic version of yourself while contributing to the greater good of the universe. However, to align with this divine purpose requires awareness, intention, and action. At the core of alignment is understanding that life isn't random. Your existence isn't accidental or arbitrary. From the smallest details of your daily life to the larger, seemingly unexplainable events, everything has a purpose. Even the experiences that feel like detours or disappointments are in fact intricately woven to the fabric of a greater narrative. To align with this plan, you must first recognize that it exists and that you are a part of something far larger than yourself. The first step toward alignment is becoming attuned to the signals that the divine plan is always sending your way. These signals can take many forms: an intuitive nudge, a sudden opportunity, or even a challenge that forces you to grow. Often they are subtle and easy to overlook when you're consumed by distractions or trapped in a cycle of overthinking. It is through stillness, mindfulness, and introspection that you begin to notice these signs. By quieting the noise around you, you open yourself to the whispers of divine guidance. Alignment also requires congruence between your thoughts, emotions, and actions. Think of it this way: if your thoughts are scattered, your emotions are rooted in fear, and your actions are inconsistent, you create an energetic dissonance that blocks the flow of divine intention in your life. For instance, if you dream of making a positive impact in the world but constantly entertain thoughts of doubt, fear, or unworthiness, you send conflicting signals to the universe. It's like trying to tune into a radio station but constantly shifting the dial. You'll never get a clear signal. Aligning with the divine plan means bringing these three components, thoughts, emotions, and actions, into harmony. This alignment begins in the mind. The way you think shapes your reality, not only from a spiritual perspective, but also from a scientific one. Neuroscience tells us that your brain is constantly forming neural pathways based on your dominant thoughts and beliefs. When you focus on positive, faith-driven thoughts, you train your brain to look for possibilities rather than obstacles. This doesn't mean ignoring challenges or pretending problems don't exist. Rather, it's about viewing those challenges as part of a purposeful process, trusting that they are stepping stones rather than stumbling blocks. Your emotional state is equally critical. Emotions act as the energetic currency of alignment. Feelings like gratitude, love, trust, and joy elevate your vibrational frequency and bring you closer to divine flow. When you cultivate these emotions, no matter what your external circumstances, maybe you signal to the universe that you are ready to receive and participate in the unfolding of the divine plan. On the other hand, emotions like fear, doubt, and resentment create resistance and block your ability to move forward. This is why maintaining emotional balance is not just a spiritual practice, but a necessary step toward alignment. Actions are the final, tangible expression of alignment. It's not enough to think positively or feel deeply connected to the divine plan. You must act in ways that reflect that connection. Actions rooted in authenticity, kindness, and service are aligned actions. When you take even small steps toward your goals with faith and integrity, you demonstrate your willingness to co-create with the divine. These actions, no matter how minor they seem, have a ripple effect. They not only move you closer to fulfilling your purpose, but also inspire and uplift others along the way. One of the most empowering aspects of divine alignment is that it doesn't require perfection. You don't have to have all the answers or be free from mistakes. In fact, the divine plan takes into account your imperfections, your struggles, and even your missteps. The key is not to strive for flawless execution, but to remain open, adaptable, and willing to realign whenever you notice yourself drifting off course. Aligning with a higher power's plan is a journey, not a destination. It's about daily choices, consistent effort, and unwavering trust. It's about surrendering the need for control while taking responsibility for your role in the process. And most importantly, it's about embracing the truth that this plan is not something you have to force or create. It already exists. Your job is simply to align with it, to step into the flow, and to allow it to unfold in its perfect timing. When you align with the divine plan, you'll notice that life begins to feel less like a struggle and more like a dance. Challenges will still arise, but they will no longer feel insurmountable. Instead, they'll serve as reminders of your resilience and your connection to something greater. You'll find a sense of peace, purpose, and direction that transcends circumstances. And in that state of alignment, you'll realize that nothing, no obstacle, no fear, no doubt can stop what has already been divinely ordained for you. Challenges, often perceived as obstacles or setbacks, are not merely interruptions in our lives. They are essential parts of the journey designed to help us grow, evolve, and fulfill our higher purpose. At the heart of understanding challenges as catalysts for growth lies a shift in perception. It requires seeing life's difficulties not as punishments or misfortunes, but as purposeful experiences, opportunities for refinement and transformation. When we encounter a challenge, it's natural to feel frustrated, overwhelmed, or even defeated. We might question why something difficult is happening to us, especially when it seems unfair or unwarranted. But these emotional reactions, while understandable, often cloud our ability to see the bigger picture. What if, instead of resisting these challenges, we embrace them as necessary steps in our evolution? What if, rather than viewing them as barriers, we understood them as essential elements of our growth process? Each challenge is like a tool in a sculptor's hand, chipping away at the rough edges of our character, molding us into the person we are meant to become. And think about the process of a diamond's formation. The rough stone, under immense pressure, is transformed into something precious and rare. Similarly, the difficulties we face, whether in our personal, professional, or spiritual lives, serve to refine our inner strength, resilience, and wisdom. Without these pressures, we would never experience the depth of transformation that is possible. Challenges often push us to tap into resources we didn't know we had. They compel us to develop qualities like patience, persistence, creativity, and courage, qualities that we might not have fully realized in ourselves before. In moments of ease, it's easy to believe we have everything under control, but it's in moments of adversity that we are forced to confront our limitations, break through our comfort zones, and unlock new potentials. It's as if these challenges activate hidden strengths within us, making us capable of achieving things we never thought possible. Challenges are not just about overcoming difficulties, they are about learning to navigate and thrive within them. When we approach challenges with the mindset of learning and growth, they no longer seem like insurmountable obstacles. Instead, they become opportunities for self-discovery. Every setback carries within it the seed of a valuable lesson. Sometimes these lessons are immediate and obvious. Other times the lessons unfold over time as we reflect on how the challenge changed us or shifted our perspective. Regardless, each challenge brings with it an opportunity to deepen our understanding of ourselves and the world around us. The key to transforming challenges into growth is adopting a mindset of resilience. Resilience isn't about avoiding pain or discomfort. It's about learning how to navigate those experiences in ways that strengthen us rather than break us. It's about bouncing back after a setback, not with bitterness or defeat, but with the wisdom gained from the experience. Resilient individuals understand that their worth is not determined by the circumstances they face, but by how they respond to those circumstances. Resilience also means maintaining a sense of hope, even in the midst of adversity. It's easy to feel hopeless when facing a difficult situation, but hope is the fuel that drives us forward. Hope reminds us that challenges are temporary, that they will pass, and that we will emerge from them stronger and wiser. When we hold on to hope, we are better able to navigate the uncertainty and fear that often accompany challenging times. Hope gives us the clarity to see beyond the immediate difficulty and recognize the potential for growth on the other side. In addition to resilience, embracing challenges as opportunities for growth requires a level of surrender. It's tempting to try to control every aspect of a difficult situation, but often the most powerful thing we can do is release our need for control. Surrendering doesn't mean giving up. It means accepting that there are forces beyond our control and trusting that the universe or a higher power has a plan. Surrender allows us to stop fighting against the current and instead move with it. This flow is where true transformation happens. In the context of spiritual growth, challenges also serve as mirrors. They reflect back to us aspects of ourselves that we may not be fully aware of. Perhaps they reveal our fears, our insecurities, or our attachments to certain outcomes. By confronting these aspects head-on, we can begin the process of healing and letting go. Challenges thus become mirrors that reflect our deepest wounds, but also the potential for profound healing. The way we approach challenges determines the outcome. If we face difficulties with resistance and negativity, they can become burdens we struggle to bear. However, if we approach them with an open mind and a willingness to learn, we can transform them into stepping stones. This shift in perspective is incredibly powerful. It turns every hardship into a lesson and every struggle into an opportunity to grow stronger, wiser, and more compassionate. Challenges are the crucibles in which we forge our highest potential. They strip away the parts of ourselves that no longer serve us while bringing to the surface the wisdom, resilience, and strength we need to fulfill our higher purpose. It's important to remember that no challenge, no matter how difficult, is ever wasted. Every struggle carries the potential for immense growth and transformation. The key is to approach each one with a mindset of gratitude, curiosity, and faith, trusting that in the end they are not obstacles to our success, they are essential to it. Belief, faith, and surrender are not just abstract concepts, they are powerful forces that shape the way we experience life and manifest our higher purpose. When we understand the science behind belief and faith, we realize that they are not only spiritual practices, but also physiological processes that influence our thoughts, emotions, and actions. The more we delve into how the brain works, the clearer it becomes that our beliefs are not just passive thoughts, but active participants in creating the reality we experience. At the core of this is the power of thought. Neuroscience has shown that our brains are constantly processing information and forming neural connections based on the thoughts we have most frequently. When we focus on a particular belief, whether positive or negative, we essentially reinforce the neural pathways associated with that belief. Over time, these pathways become stronger, making it easier for us to continue thinking in the same way. This is why our beliefs have such a profound effect on our behavior. If we believe that we are capable of achieving great things, our brain begins to organize our thoughts, emotions, and actions to align with that belief. Conversely, if we hold limiting beliefs such as thinking we are not good enough or that success is impossible, our brain organizes itself around those limiting thoughts, which can create a self-fulfilling prophecy. This process is often referred to as neuroplasticity, which is the brain's ability to reorganize itself by forming new neural connections. Through focused thought, intention, and repetition, we can actually rewire our brains to support new beliefs and new possibilities. This means that the beliefs we hold, whether they are about our own abilities, the world around us, or the divine plan for our lives, have the power to shape the outcomes we experience. Belief is not just a passive state, it is an active force that influences the way we perceive and interact with the world. Faith, on the other hand, is the ability to trust in something greater than ourselves, even when we cannot see or fully understand it. Faith goes beyond the intellectual understanding of a concept. It is the inner knowing that, no matter what happens, there is a higher intelligence guiding our journey. When we cultivate faith, we open ourselves to possibilities that we may not have previously considered. We allow ourselves to trust that the universe is conspiring in our favor, even when the circumstances do not appear to be in alignment with our desires. Faith, like belief, also has a neurological component. Research has shown that when we believe in something, especially in the context of something beyond ourselves, such as divine guidance or a higher power, the brain releases chemicals like dopamine and oxytocin, which foster feelings of joy, trust, and connection. These chemicals help reduce stress and promote a sense of peace, which in turn enhances our ability to take inspired action. Faith has the power to shift our mindset from one of fear and doubt to one of trust and hope. It allows us to move forward even in the face of uncertainty because we believe that the universe or higher power has a plan for us. Surrender is the final piece of the puzzle. Surrender is not about giving up or resigning ourselves to a passive state. Instead, it is the act of letting go of the need to control every outcome and trusting in the divine timing of our lives. When we surrender, we stop trying to force things to happen according to our own plans and instead allow life to unfold in its natural course. Surrendering doesn't mean that we stop taking action or that we give up on our dreams. It means that we trust the process and believe that there is something bigger than us at play. We allow ourselves to be guided by that higher intelligence, knowing that the path we are on is exactly where we need to be. From a scientific perspective, surrender is closely tied to the concept of acceptance. When we resist what is happening in our lives, whether it's a difficult situation or an uncertain future, we create internal tension and stress. The brain responds to this resistance by releasing stress hormones like cortisol, which can create a sense of fear and anxiety. However, when we practice surrender, we release that resistance and allow ourselves to be at peace with the present moment. This reduction in internal stress not only promotes emotional well-being, but also enhances our ability to think clearly and make decisions from a place of calm rather than fear. Faith and surrender also work hand in hand. Faith is the foundation that allows us to surrender, while surrender deepens our faith. When we trust that everything is unfolding according to a higher plan, we are able to let go of our need to control every aspect of our lives. We begin to trust the timing of the universe, knowing that everything happens for a reason and that we are exactly where we need to be, even if we cannot see the full picture. Surrendering to this divine flow creates a sense of ease and grace in our lives, allowing us to move forward without resistance. Belief, faith, and surrender form a powerful triad that can transform the way we live. When we believe in the possibility of a higher purpose, have faith in the divine plan, and surrender to the flow of life, we align ourselves with the energy of creation itself. We become co-creators with the universe, manifesting our desires with ease and grace. These forces work together to move us beyond our limitations and help us step into the fullness of our potential. By understanding the science behind these concepts and applying them in our lives, we unlock the door to limitless possibilities. The idea that our energy and vibrational state can influence our connection to divine plans is rooted in both spiritual teachings and modern scientific understandings of energy. Everything in the universe, from the smallest atom to the largest galaxy, is made up of energy. This energy vibrates at different frequencies, and these frequencies determine how we interact with the world around us. When we understand this, we realize that our thoughts, emotions, and actions are not isolated. They emit an energetic signature that either attracts or repels certain experiences, people, and opportunities. Every emotion you experience, every thought you have, carries with it a frequency. Positive emotions like love, gratitude, joy, and peace vibrate at higher frequencies, while negative emotions like fear, anger, and resentment vibrate at lower frequencies. These emotions are not just abstract feelings, they are powerful forces that shape our energetic field and influence the way we experience life. When you are in a state of love or gratitude, for example, you are vibrating at a frequency that aligns you with abundance, opportunities, and connection. This state makes you more receptive to divine guidance and opens you up to the flow of the universe. On the other hand, when you are in a state of fear, doubt, or negativity, your vibration lowers, and you may find it more difficult to access the higher frequencies of divine alignment. Fear, in particular, is a powerful disruptor of energy. It contracts your energy field, making it harder for you to perceive the opportunities and guidance that are available to you. When you are in fear, you are more likely to focus on problems rather than solutions, on what could go wrong rather than what could go right. This creates a barrier between you and the flow of divine plans. The good news, however, is that you have the ability to shift your vibration at any moment. You are not a passive receiver of the energy around you. By choosing to focus on positive emotions and intentions, you can raise your vibrational frequency and align yourself with the divine flow. This is where practices like mindfulness, meditation, and gratitude come into play. These practices help you cultivate awareness of your internal state and teach you how to consciously raise your vibration. Meditation, for example, can help you clear your mind of negative thoughts and reconnect with the present moment, while gratitude helps you focus on what is already good in your life, which in turn attracts more goodness. The idea of energetic resonance with divine plans can also be understood in terms of the law of attraction. This law suggests that like when you vibrate at a certain frequency, you attract experiences that match that frequency. When you focus on positive, high vibration emotions, you attract more positive experiences. This isn't just about thinking positive, it's about truly embedding the energy of those emotions and living in a state of alignment with your highest self. When you align your thoughts, feelings, and actions with the energy of love, joy, and gratitude, you become a magnet for the opportunities, people, and circumstances that are aligned with your higher purpose. This alignment isn't something you have to force or try to control. It's about becoming a clear channel for the divine energy that is always flowing through you. The universe is constantly sending signals, whether in the form of inspiration, opportunities, or synchronicities that guide you toward your purpose. The more you are in tune with your higher vibrational state, the more you will be able to recognize and respond to these signals. You begin to see the world through a different lens, one in which everything is connected, and you can trust that you are being guided toward what is meant for you. One of the most powerful ways to enhance your energetic resonance with divine plans is to practice surrender. Surrender is not about giving up, it's about releasing resistance. When you surrender, you let go of the need to control every outcome and allow yourself to be guided by a higher intelligence. This creates a sense of flow in your life where things unfold effortlessly and in perfect timing. Surrendering allows you to stay in the present moment, free from anxiety about the future or regret about the past. In this state, you are better able to hear the whispers of divine guidance and act on them without hesitation. In practical terms, raising your vibrational frequency can be as simple as shifting your focus. If you find yourself feeling anxious or fearful, take a moment to pause and reconnect with the present. Breathe deeply, acknowledge the emotions you are experiencing, and then consciously choose to shift your focus to something positive. You can do this by thinking of something you're grateful for, recalling a moment of joy, or visualizing the outcome you desire. The key is to break the cycle of negative thinking and redirect your energy towards something that uplifts you. Your energy is also deeply influenced by the people you surround yourself with. Energy is contagious, and the vibrations of those around you can either lift you up or bring you down. Being in the presence of people who are aligned with their own divine plans can help you raise your vibration and stay connected to your own higher purpose. This is why it's important to be mindful of the relationships you cultivate. Surrounding yourself with individuals who are positive, supportive, and aligned with their own growth will help you stay in a higher vibrational state. When you consistently maintain a high vibrational frequency, you become a powerful force of attraction, pulling towards you the experiences, relationships, and opportunities that are in alignment with your divine plan. This is not about forcing outcomes, but about allowing the universe to unfold in a way that supports your highest good. You become a magnet for synchronicities, breakthroughs, and divine connections, and you start to see that nothing is truly random. Everything from the people you meet to the opportunities that arise is a reflection of the energy you are putting out into the world. Aligning with the energy of divine plans is about being mindful of your internal state and consciously choosing to raise your vibration. By doing so, you open yourself to the flow of universal energy and align with your highest purpose. Through this resonance, you become more attuned to the divine guidance that is always available to you, helping you step confidently into the life you are meant to live. Understanding the concept that God has a unique and divine plan for each of us is the foundation of navigating life with purpose. From the moment we were born, this divine purpose begins to unfold, often in ways that are not immediately clear to us. The challenge, however, is in realizing that this plan is not just something predetermined, but is also influenced by how we think, feel, and act. When we align our mind, body, and spirit, we begin to recognize that we are not separate from this higher purpose, but part of a much larger, divine whole. The power of this realization lies in the fact that once we begin to consciously tune into this connection, we can create a life that flows in harmony with this purpose. This means understanding that our thoughts are the first step in manifesting God's plan for us. Our minds, when conditioned to believe in the possibility of greatness, attract situations, people, and opportunities that lead us closer to fulfilling our destiny. But despite this understanding, many of us struggle because of deep-rooted fears and limiting beliefs. These mental blocks often arise from experiences in our early lives or societal conditioning that tell us we are not enough or we cannot achieve what we truly desire. These beliefs create mental barriers that distort our perception of reality, making us believe that we are trapped or that certain things are simply out of our reach. The truth, however, is that these limiting beliefs are not reflective of our true nature or capabilities. They are simply false stories we have come to accept about ourselves. The moment we recognize these as false and begin to challenge them, we start opening ourselves up to the vast, unlimited potential that is available to us. As we let go of these self-imposed limitations, we allow God's plan to flow freely into our lives, bringing opportunities and transformations we never thought possible. Another essential component in fulfilling God's plan for us is the concept of faith. Faith is more than just hope or belief. It's the unwavering conviction that no matter what challenges or setbacks we face, we are always on the path we are meant to be on. Life is full of uncertainties, and when we encounter hardships, it's easy to doubt whether we are on the right path. However, the key to maintaining faith is trusting that every experience, whether it seems positive or negative, is part of the divine plan. Even setbacks that may seem like failures are actually learning experiences, each one bringing us closer to understanding ourselves and our purpose. Faith is what allows us to trust that the universe or divine power is always guiding us, even when we cannot see the bigger picture. By maintaining this faith, we remove the fear of failure, knowing that each step forward, no matter how small, is part of the divine process that is unfolding exactly as it should. Letting go of the need to control every aspect of our lives is another significant challenge. In a world where we are constantly encouraged to plan and control our destiny, it can be difficult to accept that not everything is within our control. The truth is, the need for control often stems from fear and insecurity, fear that things won't work out or that we might not get what we want. But when we hold on too tightly to outcomes, we inadvertently block the flow of divine energy in our lives. The more we try to force things to happen, the more we resist what is meant for us. On the other hand, when we release our need to control and surrender to the process, we open ourselves up to greater possibilities. Trusting that the right opportunities will come at the right time and knowing that sometimes what appears to be a setback is actually a redirection can be incredibly freeing. Letting go does not mean giving up, it means aligning ourselves with the natural rhythm of life, trusting that the divine plan will unfold in perfect timing. Understanding that every challenge and difficulty we face is not an obstacle but an opportunity is a transformative shift in perspective. Life is often viewed as a series of struggles where we encounter problems that need solving. But when we reframe our challenges as lessons, we realize that they are essential parts of our journey. Each difficulty is a chance for growth, an opportunity to expand our understanding of ourselves and the world around us. By viewing challenges through this lens, we no longer fear them, we embrace them as valuable teachers that bring us closer to our ultimate purpose. Whether it's facing personal loss, professional setbacks, or emotional struggles, these experiences are not random, they are intricately woven into the fabric of our divine plan. They provide the necessary trials that shape our character, deepen our resilience, and refine our ability to stay focused on the greater mission at hand. Every difficulty you face is a stepping stone, and when you approach it with a mindset of learning and growth, you begin to see how beautifully it all fits together as part of a greater divine purpose. Embracing the idea that God's plan is already set for us requires a shift in how we view our lives and ourselves. By aligning our thoughts, releasing limiting beliefs, maintaining unwavering faith, letting go of control, and reframing challenges as opportunities, we create the space for divine purpose to manifest in ways that are truly transformative. The more we align with this higher purpose, the more we realize that nothing, no obstacle, no challenge, no setback can stop what is meant for us. Every step, every moment, is part of the divine unfolding that is guiding us to where we are meant to be. Embracing uncertainty is one of the most transformative shifts you can make in life. In our fast-paced world, uncertainty is often seen as something to avoid, something unsettling or even threatening. We are conditioned to believe that the unknown is dangerous, that without clear answers we are vulnerable or lost. However, when we shift our perspective and begin to embrace uncertainty, we open ourselves up to an entirely new way of experiencing life. The unknown is where growth happens. It is in the gaps, the spaces of uncertainty, where our true potential is often revealed. The truth is, the more we try to control every outcome and predict every step of our journey, the less we allow room for creativity, discovery, and true transformation. It is when we surrender to the unknown, when we let go of the need to have everything figured out, that we allow ourselves to be guided by forces beyond our limited understanding. In fact, some of the most profound moments of personal growth arise when we are faced with uncertainty and choose to lean into it rather than resist it. By seeing the unknown as an opportunity rather than a threat, we begin to trust that the divine plan is working through us, leading us toward experiences that are in alignment with our purpose. One of the most powerful ways to remain connected to the divine plan is through the practices of meditation and mindfulness. These practices allow us to clear the noise in our minds and connect with our higher self, the part of us that is already aligned with our true purpose. In a world that is constantly demanding our attention, it can be difficult to find moments of stillness. Yet, it is in these moments of silence and presence that we receive the guidance and clarity we need to move forward. Meditation creates space for us to tune in to the subtle messages of the universe and our own intuition. It helps us align our thoughts and emotions with the divine flow, making it easier to navigate life's challenges with grace and ease. Mindfulness, on the other hand, allows us to stay present in each moment, to observe our thoughts and emotions without judgment, and to be fully engaged with whatever we are experiencing in the here and now. These practices help us to stay grounded and centered, enabling us to discern the path that is right for us and to feel a sense of connection with the divine plan that is unfolding. When we face challenges, it's easy to fall into the mindset of seeing them as obstacles. We may feel defeated or frustrated, wondering why things aren't going the way we hoped. But challenges are not roadblocks, they are lessons. Every challenge we face holds a deeper meaning and purpose. It is through adversity that we are shaped and refined. Just as a piece of metal must be heated and hammered to become a strong and beautiful object, we too must go through trials in order to build resilience, patience, and strength. Every difficulty is an opportunity for growth, teaching us something important about ourselves, our strengths, and our limitations. Sometimes we may not immediately see the lesson, but if we choose to view each challenge as an invitation to learn, we begin to approach life with a sense of curiosity and openness rather than fear or resistance. The lessons we learn in times of hardship are often the most powerful, providing us with wisdom and insights that help us move forward on our path with greater clarity and confidence. Divine timing is another aspect of life that we must learn to trust. We live in a world that promotes instant gratification, where we are encouraged to rush towards our goals and desire immediate results. Yet God's plan for us unfolds in its own time, not according to our own timeline. This can be one of the most difficult aspects of surrendering to the divine plan, recognizing that we are not in control of timing. Our impatience often leads to frustration, but the truth is, everything happens when it is meant to happen. The universe has a rhythm, and just as nature flows through cycles of growth, rest, and renewal, so too do we. It's important to remember that what we desire may not come right away, but that does not mean it is not on its way. There are times when we need to prepare, grow, and learn before we can step into the next phase of our journey. Trusting divine timing means releasing our need to rush and being open to receiving what is meant for us when the time is right. By practicing patience and trust, we allow ourselves to be more in tune with the natural unfolding of life. Living with gratitude is one of the simplest yet most powerful practices that can shift our vibration and keep us aligned with the divine plan. Gratitude is a practice that helps us focus on what we have rather than what we lack. It shifts our energy from a place of scarcity to one of abundance, reminding us that we are always provided for. When we express gratitude for the present moment, for the blessings in our lives, and even for the challenges we face, we create space for more positivity and growth to enter. Gratitude is not just about saying thank you for the big things, but also for the small, everyday moments that we often take for granted. When we actively choose to be grateful, we are choosing to see the beauty and purpose in everything around us. This simple shift in mindset helps us stay connected to the divine flow, making it easier to trust that everything we need will come to us in due time. By cultivating a mindset of gratitude, we align ourselves with the abundance that is always present and open ourselves to receiving more of the divine blessings that are in store for us. Embracing uncertainty, practicing mindfulness, viewing challenges as lessons, trusting divine timing, and living with gratitude are all powerful tools that can help us stay aligned with God's plan for us. Each of these practices encourages us to step out of our limited understanding and into a broader, more expansive way of living. By adopting these practices, we begin to move through life with a sense of trust and ease, knowing that the divine plan is always unfolding in the perfect way for us. We let go of the need for control and surrender to the flow of life, trusting that everything is happening for our highest good. In conclusion, understanding that nothing can stop God's plans for you is a powerful realization that can transform the way you approach life. By aligning your mind, body, and spirit with your divine purpose, you begin to see that every experience, every challenge, and every uncertainty is part of the unfolding of a greater plan for your life. Embracing faith, releasing control, and trusting divine timing allows you to move through life with grace, knowing that you are being guided towards your ultimate purpose. Challenges become opportunities for growth, and uncertainty becomes a space of transformation, helping you become the person you were always meant to be. As you practice mindfulness, gratitude, and patience, you deepen your connection to the divine flow, allowing it to work through you and manifest in ways that are far beyond your imagination. The key to living a fulfilling and purposeful life is trusting that you are never alone on this journey, that everything you need is already within you, and that the divine plan for you is always unfolding, even when it doesn't look the way you expect. Your destiny is already written, and nothing can alter the course of your divine purpose. Keep the faith, stay open to the lessons, and trust that every step you take brings you closer to the greatness that is meant for you. You are worthy, you are capable, and you are divinely guided. Trust the process and know that nothing can stop God's plan for you.